Moving on.
OK, many of the things we do around the house create carbon dioxide, the gas that's thought to cause global warming. Turning on the kettle, the heating, boiling the kettle, even watching the telly at lunchtime. It all adds up.
Well, now one house building company, Miller Homes, has built a house that it says is carbon-free. Simon Gompertz has a sneak preview of the development in Basingstoke in Hampshire.
House builders are going to be forced by law to build houses that are more environmentally friendly and more energy efficient. They'll be awarded points for anything from measures that encourage wildlife to saving water to energy efficiency, not emitting carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. So, looking ahead, the developer here has decided to build homes that will comply with the rules as they come in. So, we've moved ahead a year. It's 2010. This is what they call a Code 3 house, and they've reduced their carbon emissions from heating the home and the hot water by 25%, partly because they've chosen to put in an air source heat pump that's harvesting warmth from the air outside. And they're also using a mechanical ventilation system where they pump fresh air in and they push used air out of the home, but without losing any of the heat and without the need to throw open the windows. Forward to 2013 then, and this is what's called a Code 4 house. They've reduced their carbon emissions by 44% at this stage, and that's partly by using what's called a ground source heat pump. You can see this huge apparatus here, which is connected to two 60-metre deep boreholes in the garden, and because the earth is slightly warmer down there, they're exploiting that temperature difference to heat the home. Up to Code 5 now, and we've got triple glazing. There are photovoltaic panels on the roof generating some of the electricity needed. They even use rainwater to flush the loo and for their clothes washing, but they still buy in a bit of electricity, for instance, to run the appliances in the home. So to get completely carbon zero, you have to go even further into the future. This looks very much like the 2009 house, but we've rolled forward to 2016. It's what they call a Code 6 house, and the claim is that this is carbon zero. Some of the windows are smaller, the walls are nearly twice as thick with insulation, hardly any air leaks out, there's twice as many photovoltaic cells on the roof here as the previous house, and there's something else to show you. The secret to Code 6 at this development is this biomass boiler. They're burning wood pellets here for the heating and hot water. So let's have a look at the boiler itself under here. The theory is that the wood absorbs carbon dioxide while trees are growing, so then it's a neutral effect if carbon dioxide is thrown off when it's burnt. What have you learnt about the cost of these homes?
The cost increases incrementally as we move through the codes, and Code 6 house is approximately £50,000 more to develop than the standard unit.
Is there any chance of getting that back from the house buyer?
No, the valuations would indicate that there is a shortfall in the amount that we can actually get on the market for the units, as opposed to the cost that would be incurred.
It's likely that the cost of carbon zero homes will come down as they're built in bulk. But assuming they still remain more expensive than conventional buildings, the construction industry will have to persuade buyers that it's worth paying more for the home in exchange for doing without bills for gas and electricity.